Hello, my dearest friends. I honestly forgot to introduce myself last time. My name is Anna, and I love understanding the world better. That's why I've chosen to study the Bible and compare it with the world we live in today. I love spending time outside, like going for a walk or a run. And of course, I love eating ice cream. Who doesn't? But anyway, let's go back to our look at Genesis 2. We see that God wanted his plants to grow, so he created rain and rivers. And because the land needed someone to take care of it, he created a man. God formed the man from the dust of the ground and gave him life by breathing into his nostrils, so the man could begin his work. Then God placed the man in the Garden of Eden, telling him he could eat from any tree in the garden. Except one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God warned him that if he ate from it, he would certainly die. That's something I'll talk about in my next video on Genesis 3. In this video, I want to focus more on the creation of man and woman. So when God noticed that Adam was just by himself, he realized that humans shouldn't be isolated, and he wanted to create someone who shared the same flesh, a woman. So God put Adam into a deep sleep, took one of his ribs, and added flesh to it to create Eve. Then I came across this verse. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. It's written in such a beautiful way. It even sounds quite romantic. But of course, since I haven't read the entire Bible yet, I started to wonder, does it actually say anywhere that it's a sin to fall in love with someone of the same gender? Or to be in a relationship with them? Honestly, I looked up some of the verses later on in the Bible, and it does seem to be addressed. The New Testament even speaks of consequences for such behavior, often describing them in moral or spiritual terms rather than legal ones. From a biological point of view, there's no denying it. We need both the male and female sexes in humans, and in most animals, to create new life. Most of us are equipped with the anatomical hardware to reproduce. And even with the most advanced science available today, we still require both sexes to make it happen. People have already found creative ways to push the boundaries. And even the Lord once said that when humans work together, nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Who knows what people might come up with to make the seemingly impossible possible. But honestly, I have a lot of friends who are in romantic relationships with someone of the same gender. And they are some of the coolest and chillest people I've ever met. We've seen God make plenty of changes throughout history, so who knows? Maybe one day, if there's ever a New Testament after the New Testament, it might be adjusted too. The most important thing is this. We shouldn't hate someone just for being different. If someone wants to be Christian or Catholic, so be it. And if someone wants to be in a same-gender relationship, so be it. But when people use hate to force others to follow their beliefs, that's where things go wrong. God gave us free will. Let's use it to make a positive change in the world. At the end of Genesis 2, it says that Adam and Eve were naked and felt no shame. But that's a topic for next time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. And I'll see you next time.